Hello, guys. Hi, and welcome to all of you who are watching this live, and also to those of you who watch this later. This is Antariksh. You're watching Crick Battle, and is there an issue with the audio? No. Okay, so let's just continue. So, like I was saying, welcome. You're watching us on Crick Battle. This is the only place which has auction and draft forms of fantasy cricket. But before we move forward, let me just explain what exactly are those things. Now, look, all of you know fantasy cricket. In normal fantasy cricket, you make your team, but thousands of other players also have the same, or other people also have the same team. Here, it's different. If it's draft form of fantasy cricket, then a player doesn't get repeated. And if it's auction, then you know. Just give us a second. I think there's some issue with the audio. Yeah, there's an audio issue. I don't think it's from my end. Is the audio thing still continuing?
Can everyone please mute your audio? I think that should help us understand where the issue is from. It's gone now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So with that, with a sigh of relief, and now that finally you can hear me and I can hear my own thoughts, let's continue. Welcome to Cricket Battle. This is the world's only platform that offers auction and draft forms of fantasy cricket since 2011. Now, the reason I mentioned the year is because the last time it was 2011 and the World Cup was played in India, other special things also happened. But we'll get to more of that later. But today, the spotlight is on this contest we are going to do. It's an auction. Thankfully, in India now, outside of bad movies and the IPL, everybody knows what an auction is. More importantly, all of you know what a player auction is. So basically, players are going to come up by random. Mind you, these are going to be completely random. The contestants you see on screen, they are going to be bidding for them. Each of them has a purse of up to 300 lakh, that's 3 crore. Don't worry, we didn't actually make them pay all of it in cash. But yeah, they can go up to 300 lakhs. Um, a thing to note here, like you see in the IPL where batters, bowlers, and all rounders get clumped, this is not like that. This is going to be completely random. The other thing is, you might be wondering which players. Yeah, if this is the option for the Cricket World Cup ODI 2023, you are going to get all the players featuring there. That's right, all the players. So we are talking 10 teams, 15 players per squad. So if needed, up to 115, 150 players can come up here. But do we need 150 players? No. We have 11 contesting teams, and each of them can go up to frame around 11 players per side. So that's 11 into 11, meaning 121 players. So 29 players are going to go unsold. Hey, something tells me that someone like a Virat Kohli or someone like a Quinton de Kock is probably not going to go unsold. But enough chat. Let's move on. A few final things I wanted to remind all of you. You might be watching this live. If you're watching this live, then please let us know in the comments how you are enjoying this. If you watch a recording later, then please do also let us know how you liked it. And before we move forward, remember, Crick Battle is not just doing this as a one-off. You can of course go on to the Crick Battle website. You can make your own team depending on your wallet size. And in case you're thinking, "Hey, yeah, this fantasy thing is too expensive," you play daily fantasy, right? This is not daily fantasy. This is for the whole tournament. And remember, basically, the idea here is to pick your team of the tournament, the team which you think is going to consist of players across teams who are going to score the most number of points. So go ahead, make your team. There are various price slabs at which you can make your team. And most importantly, you need not necessarily be competing with hundreds or thousands of others. You can form a mini league with friends or colleagues. Sometimes we all have that boss who we don't like. This is your big chance to get your boss into the league, get him to cough up some cash, and then maybe you can walk out with some money at your expense. But right, on that note, let's move towards the auction itself. We can see on our screens there, pick one of 121. Every player, once the player comes up, it's going to go on for around 20 seconds. On your screen, you'll be able to see which team right now is holding the bid. But just to help you, I'll also try and point out. And I think on that note, we are ready. Oh, and of course, very important. Let me just tell you who the teams are. So we have team Covers Off, we have team UUCC. Covers Off is being manned by Alagappan Vijay Kumar, UUCC by Hari Narayan. Team Kamikaze, let's hope they fare better than the team name, manned by Gopal Krishnan. The Dinkana Kings with Nandu, Kalashnikov with Dharmadeep, Ongole Bulls by RK Daggumati, KGF 11 Tilak, maybe Rocky Bhai is in the house, Juggler with Prasanna, MKS with Manas Kumar Shukla, Satyam 11 with Satyam Goel, I beg your pardon, and Loungers 2023 with Ramana. Okay, so I think we've done all the intros, we have all the teams and the contestants in line. Can we begin the auction, please?
Yeah, I'll start it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're off.
Okay, so the first player is Mahesh Tikshana of Sri Lanka. Remember, World Cup is being held in India. He's a spinner who can bowl in practically all phases, and we have our first bid in, uh, and it's with Team NKS. Let's see if somebody else bids. Yes, loungers have come in with a bid as well. Loungers have the bid currently. There's still 13 seconds. And here we go. Satyam 11 has come in with the bid. That's 300 lakh. No, not 300 lakh. They have come in with the bid. They have the player right now. There's 11 seconds to go. 9, 8. Remember, this is Mahesh Tikshana, Sri Lanka. He'll definitely play. He'll definitely bowl. You need players who are certainties to start. So that's always a good way to look at it. Right now, the bid is with Satyam 11. Every time a bid is made, the clock resets to around 20 seconds. So that if someone wants to make a further bid, they have a time of 20 seconds to assess. This can also prevent people from just going crazy. You don't want to blow up the whole purse on the first one or two players, right? Okay, the bid is right now with Kalashnikov, now with Satyam 11. Is it going to go to Satyam 11? Let's see. No, back to Kalashnikov. There we go. There's a bidding war on right now. Let's see who wins out. Satyam 11. Back to Kalashnikov. 15 lakh with Satyam 11. Let's see. That's the current bid. 15 lakh, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Kalashnikov with 16 lakh. Interesting, only three or four of the contestants have gone for Tikshana. Maybe there's something the others know which we don't. Maybe the others are thinking that Sri Lanka might not do that well. Maybe teams will just play out Tikshana and go after the other bowlers. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Could be. Team Kamikaze has come in and to the name they have the highest bid on record till now, 17 lakhs. Let's see. 9 seconds if nobody else puts in a bid. No, Kalashnikov is back in. Really loves Tikshana here. Must have seen a lot of Tikshana in the IPL. Let's see. Let's see. What is the bid amount right now? We have got 9 seconds to go. Still with Kalashnikov. I think it's probably going to go to Kalashnikov. Final second. And I think the player has gone to Kalashnikov. Yep, for 18 lakhs. Is that right? Can you confirm that?
Looks like there is a hold.
There's a hold bid. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hmm. So the clock is now again restarting. It's on 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Let's see. Final second. And Tikshna is done. Tikshna is going to Kalashnikov, I think. There you go. The first player is done, and we have the next player already, Manas Lavushag. Lavushagne, if you want to go with South African origin. Let's see. The first bid is in Mongol Bulls. Clearly, they want the Australian middle order back. Remember, Labuschagne will be starting. He'll probably be batting at number 4, but depending on the situation or if there are injuries, he could bat up at 3 as well. Or maybe he could skip down to 5. Plus, who knows? If he's required to bowl a bit, he might get a few wickets. Always good fantasy points there. Right now, the bid is with Loungers 2023. The current bid is 3 lakhs. Come on, you've got to go higher than 3 lakhs for someone like Labuschagne. No, this is what I like about auctions. You get to see the reality, that market reality of what people actually see a player as. The Congo Bulls right now, remember, they are the ones who started off with a bid for Marnus. And their whole Team Kamikaze has come in. Well done. And they have a bid of 6 lakhs for Manas Laush. Not bad, not bad. There are still a few teams who've not bid on a single player till now. Of course, this is the second player, but I'm just pointing this out. Team MKS has raised the paddle for Manas Labuschagne. Bid is up to 7 lakhs right now. That's the current bid. But there's still 10 seconds to go. As we've seen in this auction, 10 seconds is a lot of time. But now it's down to 6 seconds. 5. Aha, there we go. Kamikaze has come in. 8 lakhs for Manas Labuschagne. Gold Wolves raising it to 9 lakhs. It will be really interesting if some of the guaranteed starters but lesser known players coming first in the auction. Because teams will be hesitant to bid because a lot of them might be saving up for a Virat Kohli at the back end or a Shubman Gill. There might be some steals early in the auction, you never know. Right now, the bid is with Team Kamikaze. 3 seconds to go for Manas Labuschagne, and they have the player. Manas Labuschagne goes to Team Kamikaze. That's their first player in the kitty. Congratulations. And the next player is a big player, Hardik Pandya, India. He can bat, he can bowl, if need be, he can also captain. Plus, he can do media duties. There's practically nothing which Hardik Pandya cannot do nowadays. It seems. So who's going to get him and for what price? This one might go high. Let's see. Dinkana Kings were in, but NKS now Mongol Bulls. Back to MKS. Back to the Bulls. Back to MKS. This is like a tennis match right now. Oh, no. But now Dinkana King briefly, but again back to them. Loungers have now come in. They're going to go through the roof pretty quickly. 36 lakhs already. Holy moly. Something else we people want Hardik Pandya on the team for this fancy option. Mind you, people have been saying in recent times that is Pandya really the same batter as he was before? Can he really finish the innings properly? Or is he better suited, or has he now become the sort of player who's better at number 4 or 5? But the market reality here, with a bid crossing 50 lakhs already, tells you that people think never mind the batting, he's going to bowl consistently and he's going to take wickets. He is going to be the third steamer in a lot of games where India play three spinners. 55 lakhs, 56 lakhs, someone might just end up emptying one third of their purse on him. But hey, it might be worth it. Will we hit 100 lakhs for a player? Will we hit 100 lakhs for this player? Right now, the bid is with the Dinkana Kings. Let's see. And the player has gone. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That was a crazy high bid. That was a bid of, I think, close to 60 lakhs. But we are already on to the next player. It's Kusal Mendes, the second Sri Lankan in the first four. Kusal Mendes, ladies and gentlemen, he can bat and he can bat really, really well. So, who's going to get Kusal Mendes? Remember, if nobody bids, a player could just slip through. But something tells me Mendes is not going to be one of those players. Team covers off was in for Mendes, but now it's. I think a lot of players are now. A lot of players seem to be showing interest. Hardik has gone to Dinkana Kings, by the way. In case you're just tuning in, or if you missed that, or if you're just curious, that's the biggest sale till now. Dinkana Kings, but they had to blow up a hefty, hefty chunk of their budget, rather of their purse, to get him. More than one-sixth of the budget went on Mendes. Went to Hardik Pandya. Kusal Mendes, by the way, has gone up to 15 lakhs. Makes sense. Subcontinental batter knows the conditions, uh, has experience, and he's up to 18 lakhs already. Right now, the bid is with Team Kamikaze, but it's going back and forth amongst a few interested parties. Interestingly, the bid is already up to 20 lakhs. 22. Juggler is into it now. Will Juggler get Mendes? Okay. Covers off is also in 23 lakhs. I think Mendes is going to go up to maybe late 20s. But I'll be surprised if Mendes goes beyond 30 for this option. But let's see. What do I know? Players have strategies in mind. They know what they want in their team, who they want in their team. The Bulls are in for Mendes. It's gone up to 25. Back to covers off 26. Man, I got a feeling my prediction is not going to hold here. 27 for Mendes. Is he really that special? Am I just missing something which everybody else has spotted? Kusal Mendes, ladies and gentlemen, is about to hit 29 or 30 lakhs, and we don't know if that's going to be the tip. And if he's going to put this much, then how much will Virat Kohli or Shubman Gill go for? Or KL Rahul? Okay, he's going to go to the Bulls, I think, and Mendes has gone to the Bulls for 28 lakhs. So I was correct. There you go. I know something about cricket after all. But let's move on to the next player. Next player is Tawheed Hriday of Bangladesh. He played very well in the recently concluded warm-up game, if memory serves me right. Will that influence his auction purchase? Nobody has bid for him till now, and he might just slip through. Yeah, unfortunately for Tawheed, he's not been picked up. But remember, players who are not picked up, there is a chance for unsold players to come back later. So that might just happen. We are on to David Willey, left arm bowler, handy bat, uh, very useful in ODI conditions, has a nifty slower ball, can also swing the ball a bit, might go for runs at times, but then again, often picks up wickets. But he has gone unsold. Let's use the next player, Naveen Haq, Virat Kohli's best friend, as many of you know. Let's see if during the auction any of the contestants go for Naveen ul Haq. He has interestingly announced that he's going to retire from the ODI format after this World Cup. And he's just in his mid 20s officially. But yeah, let's see. He's already got bids going in. I think his recent IPL performances will probably have helped. He's already up to 9 lakhs. If memory serves me right, that's already beyond what Manas Labuschagne fetched. Something tells me Labuschagne at that lower price might be a steal. But hey, you'll know in a month and a half. Uh, Naveen Ulak is already up to 10 lakhs. Right now, the bid is with FKS. Remember, Huck can bowl in multiple phases. He has a great slow delivery, and with that, he's been sold. I think he went to Team MKS. That's right, for 10 lakhs. Awesome. The next player is Pathum Nisanka. What is with Sri Lankans coming up early in the draft? Pathum Nisanka, ladies and gentlemen, is now up. He is right now with Juggler for an initial bid of 1 lakh. Is he going to be a steal? Because remember, Nisanka backstop order. Uh, Somewhere along the line, he's definitely going to get a few runs. But remember, this is for the whole tournament. So the players we are going to, teams are wanting to go for, would be players who they think would be consistent, as opposed to just having one or two blowout games. Nisanka right now is he's pretty highly rated, as you can make out by the way the bidding is going. He's already up to almost 20 lakhs. Not bad, not bad at all. 21 lakhs, 22, 23 lakhs with Satyam right now. 24. Is he going to break his teammate Mendes' record? He's already up to 24, Pathum Nisanka. Yep, I think he might just. He's already up to 25 lakhs. Remember, 25 lakhs means, and just to remind you, teams have up to 300 lakhs, but they have to pick 11 players. If someone is spending more than 25, that means they're probably cutting on their budget for some other player in their 11 players. Juggler has taken it to 28 for Pathum Nisanka, 29 with covers off. If Nisanka is going for this much, how much will Decock go for? 29. Will he hit 30? Will he hit 30? He might not. Oh, he has. UUCC has come in for Pathum Nisanka. 30 is the bid. Does someone have 31? Yes. Yes. Someone does have 31. Covers off coming in for 31 lakhs for Pathum Nisanka. Again, if you have just joined us, Pathum Nisanka, Sri Lankan batter, 4 seconds. 4 seconds to go, 1 second, and he's probably going to go to team covers off. And I think that's a confirmation. Yep. Pathum Nisanka is off two covers off. The next player is Rashid Khan. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'll go, I'll have my dinner, I'll have some coffee, I'll come back. You'll also be waiting for this player. Could Rashid Khan hit 100 lakhs here? That is the question. Could he hit 100 lakhs? He's already up to 38. Come on, guys, get serious. Let me know when you guys hit 65 or 70 for Rashid Khan. For those of you who, in case you don't know, Rashid Khan, Afghanistan, uh, technically on paper he's still in his 20s, but something tells me that might not be true, or maybe it is. Who am I to comment on that? Um, and he is a leg spinner. He can also bat. He, in short, is going to fetch you a lot of fantasy points. We've already hit 45 lakhs for Rashid Khan. Like his IPL teammate, Hardik Pandya, I think he's going to go well north of 50 lakhs. Let's see if that happens. 49. Someone get him to a half century. Yeah? Come on. Right now with the Bulls, he might go to the Bulls for 49. Wow, I think that might be a steal. Rashid Khan going to the Bulls for 49. I thought he won't go for less than 65. Wow, that's a surprise. But on to the next player, which is expectedly again a Sri Lankan, Charit Asalanka. Again, handy batter, uh, has experience, is in the subcontinental scheme of things, but he's not sold. Oh, wait, someone put in a bid for him right at the end, thinking they might try and get a steal. But no. Subsequently, there's been another bid. Will this go to Satyam 11? Will Charit Asalanka go to Satyam 11? Bid is with Satyam 11. Bid has now gone up to 4 lakhs. 6 lakhs is the bid right now. Right now, the bid is 8 lakhs. Ten lakhs. 10 lakhs with the jugglers. Charit Asalanka, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are watching, in case language helps, अगर आप घर पे देख रहे हैं तो I'll also take you through the rules in Hindi. I also know Bengali, but unfortunately that's when my language limitation kicks in. Charit Asalanka, 7 seconds to go. Maybe we'll do it on the next player. Right now with Team Kamikaze, no, back to Team Covers off. He's also going up. Is Asalanka also going to get 20 lakhs? For this auction, are the Sri Lankans going to get all the prize picks so that by the time the major Indian batters and Englishmen and Australians come in, nobody will be left to pick them up? We've already had one Englishman skipped. 16 lakhs for Charit Asalanka. In case you're interested, Charit Asalanka scored 18 against Bangladesh in the last warm-up game in Guwahati, but he's about to get to 18 in this auction. 18 lakhs. That's the lakh a run. And with that, Asalanka has gone. He's been picked up. Next up, Lockie Ferguson, speedster, plays very well. Sometimes when he's playing for KKR in the IPL, maybe he's not playing that well, but that's a separate topic. We are not going to discuss sadness here. Lockie Ferguson, is he going to attract a bid? He should. He has. Covers off has come in with a bid for Lockie Ferguson. Now remember, Lockie Ferguson is express pace, can hit hard lengths. More importantly, I guess he has experience of playing in Indian conditions because he plays the IPL. He has experience of playing across the different venues. That might come in very handy during this World Cup. Loungers are in for Ferguson. Everybody wants a rangy fast bowler. Plus, you never know. Ferguson can also hit sixes at the end. Some handy bonus points. Ferguson, Lockie Ferguson is our ninth player. Just to remind all of you, और आप में से जो लोग देख रहे हैं हिंदी में, आपको बताते चले कि क्रिक बैटल पे ये ऑप्शन किया जा रहा है। क्रिक बैटल की वेबसाइट पे जाके आप अपनी टीम बना के भी खेल सकते हैं। फैंटेसी ऑप्शन जैसे आईपीएल में होता है उसी तरह से यहाँ पे हो रहा है। अलग अलग प्लेयर बिड कर रहे हैं। राइट नाउ द प्लेयर बीइंग बिड फॉर इज लॉकी फर्गुसन। 17 लाख 17 लाख की बिड हो चुकी है। एंड दिस इज ये पूरे महीने पूरे टूर्नामेंट के लिए टीम बना रहे हैं। ये जो कंटेस्टेंट्स हैं हमारे 11 टीमें इस वक्त हैं। हर टीम में 11 प्लेयर चुने जाएंगे। अभी लाउंजर्स 2023 के पास करंट बिड है। दिस इज फॉर लॉकी फर्गुसन। Charit Asalanka went for 17 lakhs to Team Kamikaze. Rashid Khan Ongol Bulls के पास गए 49 lakhs के लिए। पतुम निशान का गए हैं टीम कवर्स के पास 31 lakhs। नवीन उल हक अगेन अफगानिस्तान के 10 लाख के लिए गए हैं। और उसके पहले कुशल मेंडिस। इंटरेस्टिंगली न्यूजीलैंडर यहाँ पे लॉकी फर्गुसन पहले आए हैं। ही इज द फर्स्ट न्यूजीलैंडर इन द पिक। बट वी ऑलरेडी हैड 3 Sri Lankans and 2 Afghan players coming into the auction. Let's see which nationality, because there are plenty which are still left. South Africa, as we mentioned, Heinrich Klaassen of South Africa comes in. He is a good player. He is a really good player. He can play spin well. He is also a wicket keeper, which means you're looking at bonus points for catches, for stumpings, maybe even for runouts. He is a class finisher. He can come in. He can take attacks apart. He can destroy bowling. Uh, will Heinrich Klaassen be the star of this World Cup? He could very well be. मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आई एम नॉट जोकिंग लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. Heinrich Klaassen could well be the star of this World Cup. The bidding will tell you that a lot of the contestants agree because they're already up to 34 lakhs for Heinrich Klaassen. Remember, if they go past 49, then Klaassen is the second highest player sold so far. And I personally feel Klaassen is probably worth 45 at least. But let's see what the team is. Okay, Team MK is in with 37 for Heinrich Klaassen. South African with an insane strike rate in T20s and in ODI cricket. Barely a few days ago, he smashed a crazy 100 against Australia. That was in South Africa, but importantly, he has shown that he can do it in Indian conditions as well. Last season in the IPL, he was playing for the Sunrisers, and despite his efforts, they couldn't do much. He is a class player. More importantly, he's in great form and he's at the peak of his prowess till now. He's up to 42 lakhs. And just as the clock was about to run out, Team Kamikaze came in, then Team Kalashnikov. He is, ladies and gentlemen, almost up to 45 lakhs. No, nobody going to bid 45? Just because I said he's worth for. Aha, someone has bid 45. Team MKS. How much money does Team MKS have left? Because they've already, I think, gone for a few players. In any auction, there's always a team which goes early, goes hard, and then they sit back and chill for the rest of the auction. Let's see which of these teams takes that strategy. Henrik Lassen about to go. He is now up to 47 with Team Kamikaze. Team Kalashnikov has him right now. Remember, there are still teams who have not picked up a single player till now. You're talking of KGF 11, you're talking of Loungers, you're talking of Juggler. They still don't have a single player. On the other hand, Team Kamikaze has already picked up two players and they're going hard for the third player. On the other hand, Dinkana Kings, who went for Hardik Pandya, uh, have the least purse, but hey, they got Pandya, they've got an all-phase influencer, so to speak, in cricketing terms. And the Bulls have also got two players, but they've almost exhausted one third of their budget. Klassen is up to 51, so he's now officially the second highest uh, auction nibble amount player in this auction. 52. Can he go past Hardik Pandya? Wow, that will be something. Is he actually worth that much? You'll see all the different contestants also. Some are concentrating, some are trying to talk through these things. Fascinating. KGF 11. Heinrich Klassen did close out then. The next player is Dhananjay De Silva, another Sri Lankan. Dhananjay De Silva. Let's see what the bid could go up to for uh, Dhananjay. Again, he's a very handy bowling all-rounder. Some would say a batting all-rounder. But important point to notice, he's a spin bowling all-rounder. He can bowl spin and he can bat. Bangladesh have a lot of those players. India have a few of those players, and Sri Lanka also have those players. Let's see how much does Dhananjay go for. Charit Asalanka, by the way, he went to Team Kamikaze. Not bad. Team Kamikaze really going hard for Charit Asalanka. Dhananjay De Silva, bid with Satyam right now, then with KGF 11. Remember, KGF and Loungers and Juggler. There's three teams out of the 11 have still not picked up a player, while there are teams which have already picked up two players. Nobody has yet gotten to three players. Yep, let's see. De Silva is up to 22 lakhs. Bid is with KGF right now. We are looking to get the first player. Will Dhananjay De Silva? No, the bid has gone to Satyam 11. Team covers up as the winning bid right now. Man, this is exciting stuff. And Dhananjay De Silva, but you're slowly starting to see the teams take shape. Some player has started off, some team has started off with a fast bowler, some have an all-rounder, some have a spin bowling champion. Some players have been let go, they've not been picked up. Dhananjay De Silva is already up to 27 lakhs. Again, ladies and gentlemen, he can bat and he can bowl. That is a huge thing when you're looking for fantasy cricket points. 'Yup, De Silva has been sold. Uh, and the next player we have is Vikramjit Singh, not of India. Vikramjit Singh, he's, I believe, the opener for Team Netherlands. We saw him also play well in last T20 World Cup. Let's see if Vikramjit Singh can get any buyers. Nobody yet. He's a guaranteed starter, so if somebody wants to go for him, no, you never know. Ah, unfortunately for Vikramjit, nobody has put in a bid for him. Let's see who the next player is. The next player is in Saudi. Interestingly, Saudi is injured and there is no guarantee when he'll be fit or how many games he'll play. Something tells me that might prove to be a factor in whether teams bid for Team Saudi or not. Yep, nobody going for Team Saudi so far, and Saudi is gone unsold. We are on to player number 13 of the auction. Shine Shafi, the first Pakistani in the auction. Remember, unlike the IPL in the World Cup, you do have the Pakistan national team, you have the Pakistani players, and this one might go very high as well. Let's see. With lounges right now, okay, the bid has already gone up to 27 lakhs. This one I think will go north of 40, maybe 45 also as well. Let's see. 32 for Shaheen Shah Afridi. Remember, he's a Pakistani left arm pacer. I'm sure all of you know, but just to reiterate, he is a terrific left arm pacer. He has a great record in the first over of innings, whether it's 50 over cricket or 20 over cricket. And even outside of the first over, he's not bad actually. He can bowl at the end, he can bowl in the middle, he can take wickets, and in case it helps, he can also hit a few sixes. He's a left-handed bowler, he's a left-handed batter. He can sometimes fetch you a few points at the bat as well. China Freedy already up to 39 lakhs with Team Kalashnikov right now. The winning bid, I think, will be in the 40s, but let's see. China Freedy already up to 41 lakhs. Does someone have 42? Does someone have 42? Let's see. Team Kalashnikov has the winning bid right now. Will they get China Freedy for 41? Yeah. Last second juggler who still not picked up a player has come in for China Freedy. Let's see. but it's gone back to Kalashnikov. 46 to 47. You never know. Because he is going to play, he is going to influence games. And if Pakistan qualify for the semi-final, he might end up playing more than 9 games. He might end up playing 10, maybe 11 games. But no, Shine Afridi has been sold to Team Kalashnikov. Well done, well done. Kalashnikov, I think, has picked up a few good players today. We're on to the next player, Keshav Maharaj of South Africa. Great spinner, uh, fighter. When you see him on the field, he has a fighting attitude, a fighting spirit. Let's see who goes for Keshav Maharaj. Will he play all the games? That's an interesting question. He probably will, but there is always the toss up between him and Tabrez Shamsi, unless South Africa choose to go with both spinners, which, let's face it, it's India. They might just choose to go with Keshav Maharaj. The bid is already up to 6 lakhs as we speak. And the winning bid for Keshav Maharaj, no winning bid yet. Keshav Maharaj is going to go for 25 classes in starting to get that feeling. Keshav Maharaj up to 17 lakhs. Come on, come on, come all, come all. There's your bid, sirs. Keshav Maharaj has to go for 25, I'd say. My prediction. Keshav Maharaj is on the clock. He's with Satyam right now. Is he going to go to Satyam? I think it looks like that. Aha! Juggler has come in. Juggler and Satyam 11 still don't have a player. While Kalashnikov has already used up more than 100 lakhs. Keshav Maharaj is 20 lakhs. It tells me these seems like uh, loungers and jugglers. They're going to go for Shubman Gill and Virat Kohli and Jadeja. So Maharaj is still in there. He's gone past 20 lakhs. He is going to go for 21 at least. Let's see, can he get more? No, Keshav is done for 21 lakhs. He's been sold. Congratulations. And the next player is Shardul Thakur. My apologies, it's Lord Shardul Thakur. And Lord Thakur can do a bit of everything. He has already been described as a bits and pieces player, but we know that the last player who was described as a bits and pieces player subsequently went on to become a lot more than that. Will this be Shardul Thakur's tournament? You never know. You never know. He could be getting crucial wickets for India in the middle overs. He could be finishing games for India, winning improbable games for India when all else seems lost. He will probably play as a third seamer on certain pitches, on certain other pitches he may miss out. But if he is in great form, who knows? Thakur already up to 21 lakhs. The bid is with UUCC. Uh, Juggler has also entered the fray. Let's see which is going to be the last team to pick up their first player. Right now, Loungers 2023 and Juggler are still to pick up a player. Which of them will pick up a player next? That will be interesting to see. Shardul Thakur going up to 4 lakhs right now. I thought the bidding would have gone past 15 by now. But clearly, maybe folks are also agree. And with that, Shardul Thakur has been sold. I didn't expect that to go so quickly. Something tells me that might be a steal. The next player is Quinton de Kock. He's going to play for South Africa. He's going to bat at the top of the order. He's going to keep wickets. He's going to score a lot of runs. That's all you need to know. How much he's going to fetch here? He's already past 33 lakhs. Let's see. I'm a little surprised. I thought around 30, 35 would have been a good figure for de Kock. Maybe because of his IPL experience. Loungers and jugglers still don't have a player. Maybe they're going to come for the auction tomorrow to pick up all the players. You never know. Quinton de Kock with 41 lakhs, still not sold. Bid is right now with the Bulls. Let's see who else goes for him. He's an explosive batter. He plays for Lucknow in the IPL. He has years and years of experience of playing in the IPL. So he knows Indian conditions, Indian pitches very well. He knows a lot of how to handle different kinds of attack. He can play space and spin pretty well, and on his day he can be dynamic. Which is why his bid is already up to 46, which makes him one of the top 3 or 4 players in this option so far. He's player number 16, 48. Will he hit a half century? And he'll probably hit plenty of them in the World Cup, but is he going to hit 50 lakhs today? The winning bid for 48 right now is with team covers of 48 lakhs. That's a lot from a purse of 300 lakhs. No, Team Kamikaze has come in to spoil that party. 49. Come on, someone can go up to 50. Oh, well, covers of values in very highly. Quinton Takeoff right now to covers of for 50 lakhs. Let's see. I hope people have some money left after the first 20-25 years. Suddenly there'll be a lot of poverty walking around. But right now is not the time for that. Right now is the time for splurging riches on these players for 52 lakhs and counting for Quinton de Kock. A bit of a bidding frenzy between covers of and juggler and loungers, but right now the bid is covers of for 52. That is a high value to place on a player. Let's see who gets him. I think it's going to be covers off, and yep, Quinton de Kock goes to team covers off for 52 lakhs. That is an insane amount, I would say. More than Shaheen Afridi. I'm not sure whether that makes sense, but maybe it does. The next player is Sam Curran. Uh, can bowl, can bat, but we don't know if he'll play in the English team. That is something which teams might need to think about. But we have bids for him. Remember, David Willey can do a job. They also have Chris Wokes. So there are a few all-rounders in that English team. But if Sam Curran plays, he is a very handy change of pace bowler. He can get you valuable runs. He is a fighter on the field. A lot of qualities going in his favor, which is why his bid value is already up to 17 lakhs. With the Dinkana Kings right now, I think the strategy for the Kings is clearly to go for all-rounders. They went hard for Hardik Pandya and got him. Then now they're going for Sam Curran. So make a team full of all-rounders, and you have best chance to fancy. The first time anybody has ever come up with this strategy. No, I'm joking. That's a very common strategy in fantasy cricket. Let's see who gets it. Sam Curran at 20 lakhs with the Gymkhana Kings. I think Curran might go up to 35, but I'll be reluctant if I were a team to go for 40 for Curran. Less than 25 is the steal. More than 35, I'm not sure. 25 to 35 is where I peg him because remember, I'm not sure he's going to play each game. Teams are bidding for him right now. He's in the zone which I think would have been safe. Sam Curran, 28 lakhs is the holding bid as of now. With Team MKs back to Gymkhana Kings. 29 lakhs with the Kings. That's going to be a steal for them, isn't it? I'm sure someone will. No, Curran is going to go to the Kings, and he has. Wow, that was pretty cool. Okay, so we have a brief. Uh, Next player. No, Sam Curran didn't go. Oh, my miss. Sam Curran didn't go. Sam Curran got another bid. Sam Curran is still on then, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Curran, the bid is 34 lakhs right now. Sam Curran with 35 lakhs. He's going to the Rincana Kings as of now. Let's see, will he end up going to the Kings? Sam Curran 36 lakhs. I think right now he's in the territory where teams are maybe starting to overbid for Sam. But let's see, 9 seconds, 37 lakhs. He's with the Kings who clearly have a strategy. They are going to get Pandya and Curran, and then they'll see who else they can fit in with the money they have. Yep, Sam Curran has gone to the Kings, I believe. The next player is Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He keeps wickets, he bats top of the order, normally opens the batting for Afghanistan, and he is explosive. He has played one major season of the IPL. He has a bit of experience, but he is a player with a lot of potential. He's a wicket keeper, he's an opening bat, might be a steal, a smart value pick. Let's see which team gets him. He's already up to 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs for Ramanullah Gurbaz. This is player number 18. In case you're just joining in, player number 18. And just to do a quick recap, the highest player till now has been Hardik Pandya. We've also had very high prices going for Shine Shah Afridi, for Rashid Khan, and surprisingly for I would say, given what I'd expected for someone like a Krishna as well as a Mendes. Emmanuel Gurbaz is on 11 lakhs as of now. Emmanuel Gurbaz 14 lakhs. You can see the various team contestants pondering. I think Gurbaz less than 20 is probably a decent pick. That's my gut feel. What do you think? Let us know in the comments if you're watching this live. And even if you're watching a recording, let us know that till now, which one do you think has been the best or the smartest pick, and which one do you think team might have overpaid for a player? Remember, there are a lot of factors. Whether a player is going to play all the games is the most important. If a player is only going to influence 3 4 games, then for a team of the tournament, you need someone maybe a better off looking at someone who play more games. Gurvaz with that, by the way, is up to 20 lakhs. More than 25 for Gurbaz, again, I would be, but you never know. He could be the breakout star of the tournament. He could go on to maybe get 4 centuries, be the batsman of the tournament. So, yeah. Ramanullah Gurbaz is up to 25 lakhs. 25 lakhs. Wow. I am not sure Gurbaz. I think teams might be really putting a lot of faith in his ability and in his future here. Because remember, 25 lakhs, not only does it take a significant chunk out of your wallet, but it also, okay, with that, Gurbaz is sold for 25. And next up, we have Shadab Khan, Pakistani player, leg spinner. But more importantly, he's also a handy batsman. So he's an all rounder, he's a spin bowling all rounder. He's definitely going to start all the matches for Pakistan. In recent times, he's not been in the greatest of forms, but he has the X factor. On his day, he can really swing a match towards his a match towards his team. And remember, someone like Shadab Khan coming in, taking up three wickets or four wickets in the middle overs, game's done and dusted right there and then. Shadab Khan is already up to 11 lakh. If Afridi is going for 40 plus, if some of the other players we've seen have gone for 30 plus, I would say Shadab Khan should ideally, in my view, not go for less than 35. But let's see what the teams think, what their assessment is. Shadab Khan is right now with MKS, but Juggler had also put in a bid. Interestingly, Loungers and Juggler still haven't picked up their first player. They bid on a few, thankfully, but they've not yet picked up their first player. Shadab Khan is in Satyam and Juggler. 29 lakhs and counting for Shadab Khan. Shadab Khan, by the way, who mainly plays T20 and ODI cricket in the sense he's looked upon as a white ball specialist for Pakistan, but he's very good in the white ball format in both 50 overs and T20 cricket. In T20 cricket, because of his hitting ability, his value really starts peaking. But even in ODI cricket, despite not having been in the best of form in recent times, Shadab Khan is a very, very good player. And I think most of the viewers would agree. He's one player I'm quite excited to see how he goes in Indian conditions. Some of the conditions, of course, will be similar to what he's experienced back home, but some of the pitches, some of the ground sizes, how he adjusts to them, that will be interesting to watch. Saraf Khan, as we speak, has gone up to 33 lakhs. I think 35 is about par, maybe even 40. Let's see how much. 35 with Team Kamikaze. Team MKS has a bid right now for Shadab at 36. They've already picked up one player. They are looking to pick up their second. Will Shadab Khan go to Team MKS for 36? Might just. No other bids incoming. Aha, there is a bid from Satyam for Shadab Khan for 30. No, it's back to MKS, back to Satyam. He's almost pushing 40 lakhs now. Shadab Khan. This is player 19 of 121. Remember Shadab Khan, the Pakistani leg spinner, leg spinning all rounder. He's right now going for 40 lakhs. Will he go up to 45? I think he won't. He's right now with Team MKS. And yep, Salaf Khan has gone to Team MKS. With that, we have moved on to the next player, which is Mahmudullah from Bangladesh. Very experienced player, middle order bat, low middle order normally comes at six or so. Very experienced player, also used to bowl back in the day. This is probably going to be his last World Cup. Mahmudullah Riyadh. At times, he has shown very good finishing ability, but unfortunately, nobody went for him. Um, the next player is Agha Salman of Pakistan. Again, a player with some amount of all-round ability, but will he play? Will he get to start games? That is the question. I think that might, because of the doubt, teams might not bid for him. Let's see who else is in the fray now. Next up, next player we have is Abdullah Shafiq, also of Pakistan. Uh, and we do not have a bid yet. Interesting because a lot of people are saying that Abdullah Shafiq might end up opening the batting for Pakistan. But yes, we have a bid for him from Team Covers Off. Abdullah Shafiq, we have an opening bid. If the opening bid is the closing bid, there's always a chance this could end up being a steal. Come on, guys, you want to go for him? Because remember, that gives more cash to. There you go. Everybody knows these things. Abdullah Shafiq is right now 2 lakhs. But Shafiq again is the sort of player I don't think you want to go beyond a certain limit, maybe 10 lakhs at most. 4 lakhs the bid right now with NKS. Let's see. Team loungers are still to pick up a player. Thankfully, everybody else has picked. Oh no, juggler is still there. Juggler has also not picked up a player. So two teams have still not picked up their first player. Abdullah Shafiq on 8 lakhs, going up to 9 lakhs. The team covers off. Handy batsman, if he's made it to the World Cup squad for Pakistan, you can rest assured there's quality there. But importantly, there's a good chance he's going to start. He's going to open the batting with Imamul Haq. And if he can give his team a few good starts, that leaves a solid foundation for Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan and Ifti Chachu and all the others. With that, Shafiq has been sold. He's gone to Team MKS for 10 lakhs. The next player is Mahmudullah Shahid. He's an Afghan player. Uh, Bit of an unknown quantity. I have a feeling there's also some doubts about whether he's going to start for Afghanistan, which might. Ah, no, we have a bid in for Mahmudullah Shahid from Team Juggler. Maybe Team Juggler knows something which none of us know. Maybe he's going to start, maybe he's going to bowl 10 overs, and he's also going to bat in number 4. And with that, Shahid has gone to Team Juggler. They have their first player. Congratulations. The next player is Mohammad Nawaz of Pakistan. Again, off spinning, left hand, left arm orthodox spinner, and a handy batsman. He can influence both phases of play while batting and bowling. Indians, of course, remember him for bowling the infamous or famous last over against India, but he didn't attract any bids. Next up is Mitchell Stark. Fitness might be a bit of a concern for Mitchell Stark. He's a top player. He is probably going to get wickets. He also has the ability to swing his bat towards the end of the innings and get a few runs. Right, we have already crossed 20 players. We're on to player 22, which is Mitchell Stark. The bid right now is 24 lakhs. Testing with the Juggler, Kamikaze, multiple teams, Team KGF 11, multiple folks in for this player. Mitchell Stark, 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs. He's going to bowl up front. He's going to bowl at the end. He can swing it. And a lot of people feel that he's at his best in ODI cricket, maybe even better than T20 cricket, which is too much of hit and miss for him. Already up to 35 lakhs. Remember, he's only played one season of IPL. That was for the Royal Challengers Bengaluru, but he has not played IPL. So he doesn't have that much experience of playing in India every year. He's been here with the Australian team, but he hasn't played that much IPL. This is already up to 40 lakhs. Despite not having played in the IPL, he's going for a high amount of money to tell you how highly the players, the contestants here rate him. 41 lakh and counting for Mitchell Stark. Along with Pat Cummins, he forms a potent bowling attack for Australia. Although I personally feel that then going in with Glenn Maxwell as a second spinner might be a bit risky, but time will tell. Meanwhile, Mitchell Stark is up to 43 lakhs. Bid is with KGF 11. Winning bid is with Team KGF 11 for 43 lakhs. Are they going to snap up Mitchell Stark? Yes, they have, I think, managed to take Mitchell Stark. Yep, for 43 lakhs to Team KGF 11. With that, the next player is Hassan Mahmood of Bangladesh. Not to be confused with Khalid Mahmood, who is an ex-player and was associated with the team in a coaching capacity. But is going to be part of Bangladesh first team and would hold decently against England last Australia. Don't pick up any wickets. Let's see whether Hassan Mahmood manages to get game time this World Cup or not. The next player, in fact, is Lizard Williams. Hassan Mahmood didn't get a bid. Lizard Williams. Lizard Williams is also not getting a bid. So we'll move on to the next player, which is Shubman Gill. Aha! I think Shubman Gill should go for 50 plus, but I'll leave it to the contestant. The first bid for Shubman Gill is 50. There you go. At least someone agrees with me. Let's see how much Shubman Gill goes for. 52. Shubman Gill is going to go for more than Hardik Pandya. Shubman Gill, people are really expecting him to go mega in this World Cup. Clearly, clearly. He knows the conditions. He can play pace. He can play spin. He has age on his side. He's improving all the time, which is why Shubman Gill is now officially the highest auctionable amount player in this auction already, and there's no saying when people will stop. He's up to 65 lakh as we speak. 65 lakh resting with Team Kamikaze. There might be some option strategy. Maybe teams are waiting for the last second to bid. 65. Aha, there you go. Juggler in for Shubman Gill at 65. I had a feeling something of this sort would happen. Juggler is the only team. Okay, they've got one player, but they have the highest amount of their purse remaining. Say they can afford to break the bank for Shubman Gill. Will they get him? Looks like it. Uh, no, the bid has gone to Satyam 11 now, who bid 67 lakhs. Wow, that's a big bid. Wow, that's a big bid. Remember, 75 lakhs is officially uh, what, one fourth of your winning purse, and we are very close to that. One fourth of your full auction purse on one player. But if it's Shubman Gill, I can tell you, I think it's worth it. I would not go up to 100, but I would go up to 70, 75, maybe think about 80. But beyond 80, I'm not sure. Because not because the player is not worth it, but because it upsets the chances, the balance you can make in the rest of your team. Shubman Gill is right now on 69, and 69 is the bid for Shubman Gill. He's gone to Satyam 11. If I'm not mistaken, that's I think going to be the pick of the tournament. Let's see. Meanwhile, the next player is Gus Atkinson for England. Decent player, but I think he's not attracting any bids because people are not sure if he's going to get any game time. Makes sense. Unfortunately for Gus, it looks like we'll have to pass on him. And yes, the next player coming in is Rachin Ravindra. Now, here's an interesting case because Indians know him as, of course, the son of expat Indian parent, but Indians know him as someone who only bowls. But recently started batting, and he was in blazing form in the last game against Pakistan. Opened the batting, got them off to a great start. So Rachin Ravindra, is there a chance he could be a surprise value pick? Teams are bidding for him, so he's not going to go unsold. The bid right now is with the Bulls for 4 lakh. Sachin Ravindra, let's see. He surprise a few people. Never know. Still on Sachin Ravindra for 6 lakhs. Bid is with the Bulls. The bid right now is Sachin Ravindra for 8 lakhs. It's with the Ongol Bulls. No, the Loungers. Loungers are the only team which have still not picked up a player. And they didn't go that hard for Shubman Gill either. So I'm a little curious which player they're holding their funds back for. But meanwhile, Rachin Ravindra is going past a healthy 10 lakh margin, 10 lakh mark. He's gone past it. Not yet. He's going to go at the 10 lakh mark. Yep, yep. Sachin Ravindra has gone for 10 lakhs. And the next player is another Kiwi, Daryl Mitchell. Again, middle order bat, can bowl. But the thing is, he's not always bowled regularly, especially in subcontinental conditions. If he bowls, there's added value because he's going to bat at 4 or 5 and going to get you wickets. On the last two India, though, he did bowl a bit, if memory serves me right. So he might be a decent value pick. He's already up to 17 lakhs, so clearly the teams here holding him high esteem. Let's see how much does he go for. But I'll be surprised if he goes for more than 25. But let's see how much the teams are able to go up to for him. Some, of course, have a lot more in their purse. They can afford to bid a little higher. But is Daryl Mitchell a player purely in terms of fantasy points? I'm not talking about their impact or skill set otherwise. Purely in terms of fantasy points, is Daryl Mitchell the player to blow up your purse for? Probably not. But I'll be very surprised if he goes up to 40 lakhs. Let's see. We're already up past 25. We're at 26, 27 lakhs, 28, 30, 30 lakhs for Daryl Mitchell, huh? Hmm. Bid is with Team Kamikaze as of now. We are rounding off player number 25 here, Daryl Mitchell. The bid is at 32 lakhs. The bid is with Team Juggler right now. Let's see, with 8 seconds to go, can they snap up the second player? Daryl Mitchell for 32 lakhs. No, Team Kamikaze has jumped in last second, living up to their name, and they have put in a bid for 33 lakhs for Daryl Mitchell. Let's see if this proves to be enough. It just be enough. There's less than 5 seconds. No, Team MKS has now come. I don't understand this obsession with Daryl Mitchell, to be very honest. He's a great player, he's a fighter, but is his all round skill set that valuable in terms of fantasy points? I think whoever gets him now at this price might end up regretting this a little. 34 and maybe people heard me. Daryl Mitchell is not hitting 35, he's gone for 34 lakhs. Next player is Mohammad Nabi, the Afghan player, nicknamed fondly the President. Uh, he's still in his mid to late 30s, believe it or not, but has plenty of IPL experience, can bowl off spin, can bat in the middle order, can give it a tom, can finish games for you, is worth a bid, which is why we already have a 9 lakh bid and going up to 10 lakhs for Mohammad Nabi. He's a guaranteed starter, fitness permitting for Afghanistan. He's going to bowl and he's going to bat in most teams. I can see why teams might work a certain amount for him. But if he goes beyond 20 lakhs, then I'd be a little. If he goes beyond 30 lakhs, I would be surprised. But I'm not the one who's playing. It's the contestants. They put their money where their mouth is. Mohammad Nabi is on 14 lakhs and counting 15 lakhs. Okay, 16 lakhs and Mohammad Nabi, no, 17 lakhs now with Team Juggler. Will loungers pick up this player? No, come on. Mohammad Nabi for 20 lakhs with covers up right now. 20 lakhs for Mohammad Nabi. People are valuing his spin bowling all round skill set this highly. Let's see. Mohammad Nabi now up to 21, but now the bidding has slowed down a bit. Players are thinking it over. Have I bid too much? Should I go again? This is right now the thought process with most players. Yep, it's gone. Mohammad Nabi has gone to Team Kamikaze for 21 lakhs. I think just about a decent buy. Next up, Dasun Shanaka, the Sri Lankan captain. Last we checked, because remember there have been some murmurs that Shanaka might not hold on to his position too long. But as of now, Dasun Shanaka is the captain, it looks like, and Dasun Shanaka, he's inspirational leader at number 7 because his bowling he can go for runs. Unfortunately, he's not picked up a bid, so we are on to David Warner. David Warner, IPL legend, white ball cricket legend, but is he past the impact making point in his career? Is he really worth the mega bucks he would have fetched? Well, what do I know? People are going to 42, 43 lakhs already. So clearly, people think he's going to have a mega World Cup because you are not going to bid 40 lakhs for David Warner unless you think he's going to have a mega World Cup. If he doesn't have a mega World Cup with that price point, you are in real trouble. David Warner at 44 lakhs already. Bid is now with team covers off. Kalashnikov is coming in after that. Most teams still have a purse in excess of 200. A lot have in excess of 250, but two teams have already come down below. In fact, one team has come down below 200. That's Team Kalashnikov. also hold. Aha, loungers has finally woken up and they are now bidding aggressively. 48 lakhs for David Warner. Will anybody go past that? 49. He covers off 50 for David Warner from loungers. 50 lakhs for David Warner. 51. The team covers off. Let's see. David Warner. Aha, we have a fresh bid in from Kalashnikov. Then back to covers off. David Warner is going up to 55. David Warner is probably going to go down as one of the top five picks in this option. Is he worth it at this age? I'm not so sure, but time will tell. David, unless he starts bowling and picks up wickets, then in that case, hey, most welcome. But yeah, David Warner up to 54 lakhs. Someone else come in? Yes, no, maybe 7 seconds only. Kalashnikov has the bid for 54 lakhs for David Warner as of now. And David Warner has gone to Team Kalashnikov for 54 lakhs. Wow, that's a big amount. Next up, Matt Henry of New Zealand. He is a good player, but is he going to get game time? Is he going to get the amount of bowling which will get him wickets, which will get him fantasy points? I think teams are also unsure, which is why he's not picked up a bid yet. And bye now. Next player is Andile Feklukayo. He is a South African. He can bowl, he can bat, but normally bats at 6 or 7. Bowls in an ODI maybe 6 to 7 overs. Rarely bowls his 10 overs. Again, I'm not sure he's going to. He has picked up a bit from the Bulls. Maybe they saw him in the SAT 20 and they like what they saw. At 1 lakh, he could well be a steal. These are the sort of players who you know are going to start, who are going to compete in batting and bowling. And if you pick up such a player at a low price, like Bulls did for 1 lakh, they're at base price basically, then that gives the Bulls the freedom to go a bit higher on other players. Next player is Sadira Samaravikrama. He is a backup Sri Lankan wicketkeeper, I believe, and he has not. Oh, he has picked up a bit from Juggler. Let's see how much Sadira goes for. In case you're interested, Sadira Samaravikrama, he scored 2 runs in the last warm-up game. He is going up to 6 lakh. Team covers off and Juggler has bid for him. He has an average of 32 and a strike rate of 19 ODIs. But his list A actually no, his ODI record is better than his list A record, if that makes sense. He has played more than 100 list A matches. List A यानी कि 50 over का जो cricket, what we normally know as 50 over cricket. Sadira Samaravikrama going to Juggler. Yes, he has gone to Juggler for a grand princely sum of I think 6 lakhs. Uh, I'll let you know the amount shortly. But next up, we have another Sri Lankan, Kusal Pereira. Um, he is again now the Sri Lankans have a lot of wicketkeeper batters. Pereira is again one of them. But more importantly, he's a very good batsman. But no bids for Kusal Pereira yet. I suspect that because people are not sure if he'll start. Ben Stokes. Now remember, Ben Stokes is not going to be bowling. Chances are in this World Cup. But he is playing. He's a top player. How much is Ben Stokes going to go for? Ben Stokes is a batsman. I must remind teams and I must remind you, the viewer, Ben Stokes is playing this World Cup primarily as a batter. He's not going to be bowling much, if at all. But he can play pace, he can play it well. He's a clutch moment player. He has won the last World Cup literally for England. Maybe Ben Stokes can pull off something special again. Remember, he does have something to prove in terms of winning an ICC tournament in England because Carlos Brathwaite ensured that didn't happen the last time round. But hey, in a long time back, Ben Stokes has proven to be a champion since then, and he do it again. Right now, the bid is 23 lakhs for Ben Stokes. We are on to player number 30. 3 lakhs for Ben Stokes. Let's see how much further the bid for Ben Stokes goes up to. And just to remind all of you, in case you're interested, this is the Crick Battle World Cup 2023 fantasy auction. The prize pool here is 1 lakh rupees. That's right, 1 lakh rupees. There are 11 teams, 4 winners. So the top 4 teams, they each get a certain amount. I can tell you in secret that the first prize is well in excess of 45,000. So there you go. You can also make contests like these and sign up on Trick Battle. You can get your own people or someone else. Ben Stokes, meanwhile, is still going strong. 31 lakhs. The bid is with loungers who maybe will finally pick up their first player. Not yet, not if UUCC get their bid in, which they have. And 41 lakhs. Direct jump in bidding from loungers. 41 lakhs from Ben Stokes. I'm going to go up to 42 for Ben Stokes. A good batter, but his record in India, especially in Test cricket, hasn't been the greatest. I think this might be the winning bid. Yep, Ben Stokes going to loungers, and with that, we have the first player in for each team. Congratulations, everybody. Everybody is now playing. Okay, the next player is Tabrez Shamsi of South Africa. Left arm, wrist spinner. I think that's the appropriate way to put it. Left arm wrist spinner, just like Kuldeep Yadav of India. Tabrez Shamsi is a very, very effective and very experienced and wily uh, customer. And he also plays with this fight, which I really love seeing him on the field. Tabrez Shamsi already in at 4 lakh. Let's see how much more he can go for. I think his skill set is going to be useful and becoming very useful also in terms of fantasy points in this World Cup. Because I'm not sure how many left arm wrist spinners there are going around which teams can play even in the nets. When you're not used to playing something, that can be a huge factor. As I speak, the current bid is up to 8 lakhs. It's resting 18 covers off. Covers off have 192 lakhs still in the kitty.
Only two wrist spinners, right? Shamsi and Kuldeep. There is nobody else in the tournament.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Which is why, and I'm not sure how many wrist spinners, left-arm wrist spinners, there would be even in the reserves or even in the net bowlers. So for teams who don't have,
I don't remember seeing anyone or hearing about anyone in the squads yet. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. There you go, Tabriz Shamsi. Meanwhile, the bid is up to 13 with Team Juggler. Let's see if that's going to be the winning bid. I think Tabriz Shamsi will probably go up to 20, 25, and even if he goes up to 30, I won't be surprised. I think he's still worth it. But that's just me. Let's see what the teams go for. Right now we are at 15. The bid is with Team Kalashnikov, who have almost used up two-thirds of their bid, two-thirds of their purse. No, right now the bid is with Kavazov. Let's see. Remember, teams have to fill up 11 players. Teams have to fill up 11 players. There are teams which have already got 5 players in, and then there are others who just got the one player in. Tabriz Shamsi is right now on 17 lakhs. Yeah, let's see whether Tabriz hits 20. I think he'll probably hit 20. Will he hit 25? Though is the question. All the teams till now, Kalashnikov has clearly gone for the living up to the name. They've gone for the go hard, go early approach. They've put their money where their bidding is. Okay, Tabriz Shamsi has gone to Team Juggler. Congratulations, that's the second pick. Mitchell Marsh is the next player. Mitchell Marsh is going to be the opening batsman for Australia. He's also going to bowl. Something tells me he'll go for big money in this option. And as we speak, he's already up to 11 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 16 lakhs. I think 30, 35 is on track. Let's see. Let's see. You also have to at this stage start factoring in the teams bidding how much can they afford to go for a player. Some teams can afford to go a little harder for a player they want. Others can't. 40 lakhs the bid for Mitchell Marsh. This is approaching David Warner territory now. There you go. You can see which teams have had which players. Uh, but back more on that later. Back to Mitchell Marsh. Mitchell Marsh is already up to 42. Seconds to go. Can Mitchell Marsh get another bit in? Else he goes to Loungers. Maybe if a team thinks that Australia are going to win this World Cup or they're going to do really well, then it makes sense to go for Mitchell Marsh because he has shown, fitness permitting, that he can be very destructive in Indian conditions. Likes the ball coming onto the bat, especially against the Pacers, and might end up scoring a lot of runs. Plus, of course, there's a bit about how much will Mitchell Marsh go for? 48 lakhs. Let's see, 48, 49 lakhs with the Bulls now. Come on, 49. Half century, half century, half century. Mitchell Marsh. Who's going to get him up to 50? Bid right now is with the Bulls. The worst when a player gets out for 49, isn't it? Okay, second worst after 99. But let's see. Mitch Marsh, I think, is going to go to the Bulls. Yes. No. Aha! We have a 50 lakh bid coming in fittingly from KGF 11. KGF, in case you have been living under a rock, is a huge bona fide hit, one of India's biggest movie hits ever. And the G in KGF stands for gold. Mr. Marsh up to 51 lakhs. Is somebody going to go? And interestingly, Tinkana Kings, who've clearly gone with an approach of going for all rounders, were in for Mitch Marsh. Let's see if they manage to bag him. 52 lakhs and counting. Let's see. 54 lakhs from the Bulls. 54 lakhs is a big commitment when you're starting first with 300 lakhs. People must be, and mind you, this is Mitch Marsh who has had injury or fitness issues in the past. I would be nervous if I was bidding at this stage. 56 lakhs for Mitch Marsh. And last second there's an additional bid for Mitch Marsh. I thought he was going for 56. Let's see. Now up to 58. And the bid is with the Bulls. 58 be enough, or will someone take Mitch Marsh to 60? Remember, Shubman Gill is a player who's gone for 60. No. 58 it will be. Going to the Bulls. Very happy at backing Mitch Marsh. Good for you, sir. Let's see if Marsh is able to fetch you all the points. Next up, another Aussie, Josh Hazelwood. Let's see how many wickets Josh Hazelwood gets. But before that, we see what bid amount he fetches. There's a starting bid of 10 lakhs in from loungers. Covers of are in as well at 11 lakhs. Remember, Australia fitness meeting will probably start. Pat Cummins, uh, Mitch Stark, and Josh Hazelwood as the starting trio of pacers. That is a very, very, very potent attack. And they cover all bases. There's pace, there's seam, there's swing, there's left hand variety, there's someone who can bowl up top, who can bowl different lengths. And Josh Hazelwood is a key component. Also, remember, Josh Hazelwood has played in the IPL for a few seasons now. He knows what to expect in India, how to vary his bowling, how to adjust to the conditions. These are all critical factors when someone looks at how a player is worth or how much a player is worth in terms of points. Josh Hazelwood on 24 has gone to Team UUCC. Congratulations. Which brings us to the next player, which is Rusty van der Dusen. He's going to bat at number 3 for South Africa. He is a class player. He's a great player of pace bowling, but he fits really well into the South African side. And 50 overs cricket, I think, is probably better suited for him than T20 cricket. But we'll see. As we speak, the bidding is already up to 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs. I think it's probably going to go up to at least 15, but we'll see. 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs. Everybody is coming in, flying in with their bids. Hmm. So we are introducing up to 17 lakhs already. Twenty, maybe 1 lakhs for us to introducing. In case you've just tuned in live, or if you're just watching this video midway on YouTube, then let me tell you that this is the Cricket Battle Cricket World Cup 2023 fantasy auction. The players you see on screen, the contestants, they are all attending a live auction at the time of recording this. A live auction, which you can see on your screen, to get different players into their teams. Each of the 11 contestants have to get a maximum of 11 players into their teams. They have a starting purse of 300 lakhs, of which most of them have used up a hefty amount already. Some have gone for value players, some have bid lesser but have gone for major players. Rassi van der Dusen of South Africa is the player in under the cost right now. He's already hit 30 lakhs. The highest selling, or rather, the player going for the highest value till now has been Shubman Gill, who's crossed 65 lakhs. But let's see who else can cross 50. Players who have crossed 50 till now include Hardik Pandya as well. So there's two Gujarat Titans players already. Um, Rassi van der Dusen, meanwhile, has hit 31 lakh. The winning bid is, or rather, the current bid is with Satyam 11. Let's see if Satyam 11 gets hold of Rassi van der Dusen. I think this is a par amount. No, Team Kamikaze once again have jumped in last second. Team Satyam is back. I think Dusen is probably going to hit 35 lakhs, isn't he? Yep. Satyam 11 going up to 35 for Rassi van der Dusen. Let's see. Let's see. How much will Rassi van der Dusen go for? Hmm. Yep, he's gone to Satyam 11 for the grand amount of 30 odd lakhs. Wesley Baresi of Netherlands is the next player, uh, and something tells me he might not get paid because not because people don't think he's a great player, but because they also, I think, teams are waiting to assess the other options they have. So Baresi goes unsold. Let's see who the next player coming out of the pool is. This is all randomized, by the way. Chris Wokes of England. He can bowl, he can bat, he's an all-rounder, and he's pretty good at it. He has a bit of IPL experience. He has played for Royal Challengers, KKR, and the Delhi team. Um, so let's see. He can swing the ball. He can hit the ball for sixes. Yep, he's already going up to 7 lakhs. There is a bit of doubt about how many games this folks will end up playing. Though remember, because England have a pretty set squad. So does he fit there instead of someone like Sam Curran? Will he play ahead of a David Willey? But hey, teams are already bidding for him, so clearly he's going to get sold. Chris Stokes going for 10 lakhs already, 11 lakhs is the current bid. 12 lakhs for Chris Stokes, I'm counting. Fifteen lakhs for Chris Stokes. एक बार फिर से आपको बता दें, अगर आप इसको मिड वीडियो देख रहे हैं या लाइव को बाद से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, तो दिस इज द क्रिक बैटल 2023 वर्ल्ड कप फैंटेसी ऑप्शन। यहाँ पे 11 टीमें हैं, 11 कंटेस्टेंट जिनको अपनी टीम बनानी है, 11 खिलाड़ियों की। 300 लाख यानी 3 करोड़ का टोटल पर्स, स्टार्टिंग उनका पर्स था कुछ टीमें उनमें से ज्यादा खर्च कर चुकी हैं। इसी तरह क्रिस वोक्स हैज गॉन टू जगलर, जगलर टीम के पास 16 लाख के लिए अगला प्लेयर कौन आता है? लिटन दास बांग्लादेश के। Will his World Cup appearance be as fleeting and as mysterious as his IPL appearance, where he played one game for KKR before he had a mysterious injury and couldn't play anymore? Let's see if he gets a bid. He does. Remember, he also played very well against Team India in the T20 World Cup. Almost swung the game in Bangladesh's favor there till he was out with a magnificent direct hit from KL Rahul from the deep. But Ritin Das is a very good player. He can also keep wickets if needed. So there you go, लिटन दास is already up to 4 लाख। बट हाँ, जैसे मैं कह रहा था कि आप में से जो लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं कि ये ऑप्शन हो रहा है जहाँ पे 1 लाख का प्राइस पूल है, 11 टीमें हैं, 4 विजेता होंगे, जिसमें से सर्वाधिक जीतने वाले को तकरीबन 45,000 से ज्यादा का पुरस्कार दिया जाएगा, विच इज प्रिटी नीट रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट इफ यू थिंक अबाउट। लिटन दास स्टिल गेटिंग बिड्स। अगर आप चाहते हैं तो आप प्लीज क्रिक बैटल के वेबसाइट पे जाएं, वहां पे आप भी अपनी टीम बना सकते हैं। आपको खेलने के लिए हजारों लोगों के समक्ष या उनके साथ नहीं खेलना होगा। आप टीम अपने कजिन के साथ, अपने दोस्तों के साथ, अपने ऑफिस के कलीग के साथ कर सकते हैं, मिनी लीग बना के, एंड यू कैन सेट योर पर्स accordingly and take it from there. Litton Das meanwhile still going on 12 lakhs. The bid right now is with Satyam 11. Let's see if we manage to bag him. No, covers of us come in at 13 lakhs. Yeah. And this is pick 36. Just to remind all of you, after this, I think we'll do one more player, and after that, we'll probably have a bit of a break, a short 10-minute break. Cricket hota to why not here? We'll have a 10-minute tea break if you want to have tea at this time of the night. Nitin Das is on 19 lakhs. Let's see how much he goes for. He hit the 20 mark. Yes, he has. He's gone up to 21. Not bad. Covers off are in for him. Satyam 11, Team Kamil. So three teams at this time are going for Little Das. The three-way fight for Little Das that normally augurs well for the rise in prices. Yep, Little Das is already up to 23 lakhs. 23 lakhs is the magic amount. 23, 24 lakhs. 24 lakhs. Kamikaze covers off. I think this fighting it out. Covers off has gone higher. That is a big amount to pay for Little Das. Yes, he will open most probably and he will play all of Bangladesh's matches. But he has had a bit of a form slump in recent times. But you never know if he comes good. He was very good in the warm-up game yesterday, so maybe that's a sign of things to come. For 25 lakhs, Little Das has been sold. Then two team covers off, and the next player is Aznatullah Umarzai. Azmatullah Umarzai. I beg your pardon. Azmatullah Umarzai of Afghanistan. He is a very handy player, but I suspect there are more over his game time, so he might not get a bid today. Let's see who the next player is. We'll probably have one time to squeeze in one more player. Bidding for one more player or two unsold players. Maybe Tom New Zealand. No, Tom Latham. Do we have a bid in for Tom Latham? Yes, we do. Tom Latham is possibly going to be a very handy pick, a smart pick in the Indian conditions because he's a useful batter in the ODI format. Um, he has attracted bids from covers of and KGF. Loungers are also in for him, and his value is starting to go up. Tom Latham. In case you are interested, Tom Latham in the game against Pakistan, the warm-up game, Tom Latham scored 18 of 13 balls, predicted it 4. Tom Latham is also, of course, the wicket keeper. So that means there's added bonus point scope for behind stumping, etc. Tom Latham, is he going to go? Which team is he going to go to? Right now, there's a lot of people bidding for him. Sometimes it's a little surprising if you see uh, not so well-known players being bid for so furiously different people. That means there is a lot of value there which the general public are not aware of, but which these people have spotted and they want to capitalize on it. Let's see how much Tom Latham can go for. He's up to 25, 24 lakhs. Come on, 25, 25. Come on, go for 25. No. Yes, there's still time. There's still more than 10 seconds. Someone going to go for Tom Latham for 25. Yep, Satyam have brought him up to 25 lakhs. Let's see. 25 can be done. I'm sure 26 can also. Is someone going to be 26 lakhs for Tom Latham? I think that might not happen. So Tom Latham is probably going to go for 25. Yes, to Satyam 11. He has. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a short 10-minute break. The next player is Mohammad Siraj. So when we get back, when we resume, it will be with Mohammad Siraj. But for now, sharp on the clock. In 10 minutes, we'll resume. So if you're watching this live, make sure to join us back in 10 minutes. If you're watching the recording, you can skip ahead to the part where the auction is. We'll see you in 10 minutes. All right. There's a break right now. All right, we'll start in a bit over a minute. For those of you who are watching, I'll just give you a brief recap. We have had 37 players completed till now. Of the 11 players who are playing in this cricket battle, or 11 teams which are in this cricket battle, fantasy auction, thankfully every team has picked up at least one player. Some have picked up a few more. Uh, Team Bulls, Ongol Bulls, have spent 147 lakhs. They have picked up six players. Uh, Team MKS have around 206 lakhs left. They have picked up four players. Team Gymkhana Kings, they started with a bang early on with Hardik Pandya, but they have subsequently only picked up one more player, which is Sam Curran, I believe. They then Team Kamikaze have picked up three players. Team KGF 11 have picked up four players, I believe. No, two players. Loungers have picked up one player, thankfully. Covers of has picked up four players. Juggler has picked up four players, and Satyam 11, Kalashnikov have also picked up four players. Team UUCC has picked up three players till now. The highest bid has been for Shubman Gill, which crossed 65. There have been a couple of 1 lakh bids, but most players have been in the range of 5 to 20. Uh, some have gone past the 20 mark. Whether it's good value or whether teams have overpaid, that only time will tell. But if you're watching us live, feel free to let us know in the comments. And if you feel that a particular team has overpaid or underpaid, then you can maybe let us know. Right. On that note, I think all the teams have assembled. If all the teams have assembled, then we'll resume the auction whenever the administrator is ready. The player coming up is Mohammad Siraj. Now remember, Bumrah is going to play. Some are saying will Shami play. Some are saying whether Shami will play ahead of Siraj, because it's unlikely that all three of them will play in the same team, because then the batting becomes a little short. Or maybe not. Maybe all three will play. But given that, how much will Mohammad Siraj go for? We are about to find out shortly. In fact, the first bids are already in, and Mohammad Siraj is going well past 30, which means people are assuming he is first choice starter, possibly ahead of Mohammad Shami. Let's see. And less than 5 seconds, there's further bids coming in. I think Siraj might go up to late 30s or early 40s, mainly because Mohammad Siraj has been in good form recently, especially in ODI cricket. He was great in Test cricket for a long period of time. Then in T20 cricket, he had patches here and there of great form. But ODIs, I think it took him a little longer to crack. But right now, he's the number one ranked bowler in the format, and he's been bowling very well, including in the Asia Cup, where he pretty much destroyed Sri Lanka in the final single-handedly. But let's see how much Siraj will go for today. He's already up to 36 lakhs, 37 now with Team Kamikaze. Now remember, a lot of the teams have more than 200, but some have less than 150. So those dynamics now come into play as well. We lost the option screen. I'm sure it will come back shortly. But as I was telling you, that some teams have less money to spend, so they'll have to think twice. Yep, I think there was a bit of a disconnection, but as I was telling you, uh, there are teams which have less of the option first remaining, so they'll have to think harder, be very clear, be very calculating about what strategy they want to adopt. Those who have a bit more to spend, they might be able to be a little free at this stage, because they're like a typical nice Indian middle class person. They've held back their savings and now they're going to go out and splurge in the best of hotels, have the best of food, or maybe not. As you can see, all the contestants are adding up slowly one by one. So we'll resume the auction shortly. We'll share the screen, of course, with you. Um, we see Mohammad Siraj on Thursday, and a new player is Mustafa Kirana, not to be confused with Krishna, they're both Sri Lankan, but the way Nishapur is most spinner, the newest slicker, already an IT spinner. And the interesting thing is, with that swingy action, he can still generate high pace. He can, with that action, he can bowl a slow ball, he can bowl a yorker, and he can bowl a pretty good bouncer. That's a potent combination. Is 10 over, or rather, is 50 over cricket too much for him? Time will tell. But right now, uh, there's a steady bid on for Natisha Patirana, already up to 8 lakhs, and 3 to 4 teams are trying to vie for his services. Let's see which one wins out. The bid is with Satyam 11 as of now. At 10 lakhs for Natisha Patirana to have someone else in the house. Yes, Kalashnikov comes in with 11. Can we go up to 13? Yes, we can. Satyam has come back in. Can we go up to 20? And if a mid star can go up to the amount he did, Patirana, I think, should be able to get at least 25 to 30 because he's young, he's promising, and he has recent experience of Indian conditions. He's been guided recently by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and we saw that he's keen to learn because from the last IPL appearance till now, he has bulked up considerably. He's worked on his fitness, on his strength. These are all good signs for his future and for Sri Lanka cricket. But for this option, which team is going to get him? I think after a certain point, the price will start affecting who can bid for it. So there's that. Matisha Patirana is at 19 lakhs, resting with Satyam 11. Will that be the final pick? Looks like it. I'll tell you what, for 19 lakhs, I think Matisha Patirana is a bit of a steal. I think it's a bit of a steal. Good for him. This person will probably not be a steal though at whatever price he goes for. He'll be a good value buy. Josh Butler. I expect the bid to shoot past 25 pretty quickly, and as we speak, he's gone up to 25. Let's see. Josh Butler, remember, has tons of experience in India playing the IPL. Remember, though, that in ODI cricket, Butler doesn't necessarily open the batting. He comes in at the low middle order. Will that affect his fantasy prospects? He is still the wicket keeper, so there's that. But the fact that he isn't open regularly for England in ODI cricket, will that influence the pricing which teams are comfortable to go up for? Let's see, we'll find out shortly. But he's already up to 29. He's up to 40 lakhs as we speak. Not bad at all. 41. Could he go past 55? Will Josh Butler fetch 50? It'll be interesting, I think. Because I think 40 plus is the range where teams are now starting to go like, hold on a second. Can I really afford to spend this much on Butler? Is he going to get me that many points? I'll repeat, Butler does not necessarily open in the ODI format in this World Cup. If they get him to open with best of great, but I think normally Butler is looked at as a player at 5 or 6 coming in more to finish him. Mhm. Let's see. Butler up to 49. Can he go up to 50? Yes, he can. Loungers have brought in the half century for Josh Butler. Not the first time in his life he's crossing 50. Probably not the last. So for 50, is Josh Butler going to go to Loungers 2023? They have the money. They definitely have the money. Yep. Josh Butler goes to Loungers. Might turn out to be a good pick. Next one is Lahiru Kumara, Sri Lankan pacer. I think there's a bit of doubt about whether he will get to play every game, but he is a good bowler. I think his price might depend on that. Loungers are bidding for Lahiru Kumara at the entry point of 1 lakh. Is he going to get any further bid? He might not. He has, he might not. Going at first bid, 2 loungers and gone. Lahiru Kumara goes 2 loungers for 1 lakh. That frees them up again to bid majorly for other players. I think that's the strategy. Next player is Nasoom Ahmed of Bangladesh. He did feature in the warm-up game yesterday against Sri Lanka, and Nasoom Ahmed bowled 8 overs for 51 runs. But is he going to get a bid? Unfortunately, not. Who's the next player then? Alex Carey. He's going to play for sure. He's going to keep wickets for Australia. He's going to bat at 7. He's a very handy white ball player, left-handed, so that's an advantage. He can tonk the ball around. He comes in to finish the innings, whether the team is batting first or if the team is chasing. But especially if the team is batting first, he can be pretty dangerous. But no bid for Alex Carey. Next up, Mark Chapman. He's a spin bowling all-rounder. That's all you need to know about him. He has proven to be destructive with his hitting in Indian conditions. He bowls very handy off spin. Um, let's see whether Mark Chapman is going to get a bid. Surprising, he's not picked up a bid yet. Oh, Chapman was unsold. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. Next up, we have Sybrand Engelbrecht. He's from the Netherlands. I suspect because of lack of familiarity more than lack of confidence, I think lack of familiarity might be he fails to pick up a bid here. But hey, he could always come back in the unsold players category. But no bids for Cybrant there. Let's move on to player number 42, Kagiso Rabada of South Africa. Top bowler, but here is my slightly controversial opinion. Has he faded a bit in the last 1.5 to 2 years? Is he really the same bowler he was when he started off and for some time after? His IPL returns haven't been the greatest. Even in ODI conditions in India, I'm not sure he is as good as the brand of Kagiso Rabada would suggest. Nevertheless, he's already gone up to 18 lakhs. He is a guaranteed starter for South Africa. So maybe teams are looking at that and the fact that he knows Indian conditions. Maybe they're banking on that for him to get wickets and tons of fantasy points. Once in a blue moon, he can also hit a few sixes and get you some batting points, but mostly it's the bowling we are looking at. Rabada already at 21 lakhs with Team UUCC. UUCC, of course, is the team which has the most amount remaining in its kitty, despite having picked up 3 players. So they can afford to go hard for a player if they want to. Meanwhile, teams like Satyam 11, Kalashnikov, Coversov, and Mongol Bulls, they can't go that hard because their amount is reduced. MKs, Tinkana Kings, Team Kamikaze, KGF 11, Loungers, they still have more than 200. They can afford to spend a little heavy here. As we speak, Rabada has gone up to 23 lakhs. The bid right now is with UUCC. Let us know in the comments what you think. Who do you think is going to be the highest sold player for? Remember, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, not in yet. They may come in today, or they might. The names might come tomorrow. We don't know. We'll find out. This is a random, completely system randomized auction happening here. So neither me, nor the system administrator, nor the contestants know which player is going to come up next. That's the fun of it. So Rabada, let's see, is he going to go for 26? A lot of people would have expected Rabada to go for more, right? But let's see, he's right now 26. As we speak, he's gone up to 27. So 27 for Kagiso Rabada of South Africa. A bowler, plays for Punjab Kings nowadays in the IPL. Let's see, I think he's going to go to Team NKS. Looks like it. And yes, the player has been sold to Team MKs for 27 lakhs. That was player number 42, the answer to everything in the universe. Which brings us to player number 43, who has maybe a lot of questions facing him at this moment, Harry Brook of England. He almost missed out on the World Cup spot, he somehow managed to make it back in. Is Harry Brook going to fetch a bid? He might not start, which is why I think he didn't get a bid. Plus, he has struggled against Spain in Indian conditions. We move on to Mohammad Wasim Jr., Pakistani all-rounder, seam bowling all-rounder, not a spin bowling all-rounder. So in Indian conditions, that might mean that he doesn't get a game, not a game regularly anyway, which is why he's not picked up a bid yet, and that is how it shall continue. So we move on to the next player, which is drumroll Sean Abbott of Australia. Again, I am not sure he's going to get game time. despite the fact that he's a pretty handy batsman as well, which he showed against India recently. But because he's not a guaranteed starter, I don't think he's going to pick up a bid. Oh, he has picked up a bid. There you go. What do I know about cricket? Loungers have come in for him. I think this might be a little risky because I'm not sure Sean Abbott will play. But hey, he's gone for base price of 1 lakh to Loungers. So they now have four players in their kitty. Next player is David Miller of South Africa. Uh, what a transformation Miller has had in his career from looking down and out in the IPL a few seasons back to finding new, fresh life with the Gujarat Titans, and not just in IPL, also in international cricket. He's actually picked up his stats, his record considerably. It's like a second life. Confidence is at a high, and remember, he bats along with Henrik Klassen. That is a deadly 5 and 6 right there for South Africa. Between the two of them, they can play pace, they can play spin, they are right handed and left handed. Any kind of bowling on any surface, they can take that. Huge for South Africa, which is also why I think South Africa probably might just end up making it to the semi-finals. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the finals as well. Meanwhile, David Miller is going on 14 lakhs. Team Kamikaze has the bid. Let's see who can get it. I think Miller might just go to Team Kamikaze for this price, which might be a bit of a steal. It's gone up to 15 because Miller is going to get you runs. Yes, he comes in at number 5 or 6, but if he's going to get you 30, 40 runs every time he goes out, it's a pretty handy return. Plus, if he's winning you games from impossible situations, that also gets you a lot of fantasy points. Remember, the scoring system in Field Battle factors those things in. So even if he's making 25 or 30 or 10 balls to win a match and he does it 2 3 games in a row, that's a lot of fantasy points also right there. While Miller's auction bidding has gone up to 17 lakh, just with Team UUCC as of now. Miller up to 19. Will he go 20? Talking of Miller, of course, for those of you who follow South Tamil film industry, Captain Miller is a movie which should come out sometime in the near future, but we'll get to that at some other point right now. Let's stick to the cricket. Um, David Miller at 20, will he get to 25? That might be overpaying for him, right? Or not, you never know. In a few seconds, we could be looking at 30 for David Miller. I have a feeling 25 is not a crazy amount to bid for Miller. It's probably good for that money. Yep, David Miller going for that price to even the next player is Tanzim Hassan Saqib. Very promising, very impressive young batsman. I suspect he might well end up being the long-term replacement for Tamim Iqbal. Tanzim replacing Tamim, but for now, no bids because he's still raw and inexperienced. I get that. Let's move on to the next player then, which is Mushfiqur Rahim of Bangladesh. He looks a little different from the display photo right there. Nowadays, I can tell you. But hey, he's got bags and bags of experience. He would probably have had a great IPL career if not for a ill-timed social media post. But hey, that's long gone now. He's already gotten a bit here. Remember, he's a wicket keeper, or he's one of the wicket keepers. Litan Das can also keep, and he's got experience. He's a very handy batter at number 5. Normally, it's very bad. Sometimes at 4 maybe, but he's a very very experienced middle order bat. He's the sort of player you might want if you are chasing, let's say, 100, 150 in 20 overs or something, or 200 to win in 30 overs, 35 overs. He's the man to take it through calmly, or take you through a lot of it calmly. Meanwhile, the bidding has calmly gone on to 9 lakhs for Mushfiqur Rahim. It's right now with covers off. So there you go. Remember, each of these teams they also have separate categories for batting, bowling, wicket keeper, and all rounder. You have to fill up those categories as well from within your 11 players. Each team does need to pick up a wicket keeper. Some teams have already done that. Some teams have not. So there's that. Mushfiqur Rahim as a keeper who can bat is probably not a bad pick. And as I say that, he's going to team Kalashnikov. There you go. The next player is the Indian captain, Rohit Gurunath Sharma. Let's see how much he goes for. Straight away, 31 lakh. I suspect he'll go north of 50 pretty quickly. Remember in 2019, Rohit Sharma had a crazy World Cup. He smashed centuries everywhere. Unfortunately, he failed in the semi-final as the rest of the batting. But hey, he's right now again picking up steam just as the World Cup is coming in. So maybe this time not only will Sharma score the runs, but he'll also lift the trophy which matters. Before that though, let's see how much he goes for today in this Cricket Battle fantasy auction. He's already up to 57 lakhs from Juggler. Remember, Juggler is a team which has spent the least amount till now. Uh, Juggler and UUCC, so they can afford to go hard for Rohit Sharma if they wish to. There's that always. Rohit Sharma is up to 61 lakh as we speak and is going to Juggler for that prize and gone. I wonder if there are bonus points for captain lifting the trophy. Let's move on to the next player, Jasprit Bumrah. Is he the most valuable player in this tournament because of what he can do? Certainly one of the most important players in the tournament. He is making a comeback from injury, but he has played pretty well till now. Even as we speak, all phase speedster has gone roaring past the 35 lakh mark, which means whoever ends up getting him are going to spend at least more than 10% of their budget on Bumrah. And something tells me it's money well spent. Let's see how much he goes for. Will he hit 50? I suspect he might. Will he hit 60? Maybe not. 55? Let's wait and watch. Oh, he's gotten stuck at 40 only. Huh? Then maybe he might not get to 50. But at 40, if he goes to Dinkana Kings, you already have Hardik Pandya. That's a pretty good team core. But as I say that, UUCC has jumped in because they don't like a good core being formed elsewhere. So let's see how much they make Dinkana Kings pay for this. Remember, UUCC has 253 lakhs to spend. They are the team with the highest PT, still highest purse amount still remaining. Jasprit Bumrah is at 43 lakhs and counting. The bid is with UUCC. Jasprit Bumrah, oh, almost, but not quite. Dinkana is coming back in just in time with another bid of 44 lakhs. Let's see if this is no. It's gone back, shuttling back and forth, but the pace is a little more relaxed. It's like they're playing golf. They're making a bid and then they're slowly walking towards the next bidding point, which is when the bid comes. Let's see if this holds. Will it? 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Time to bid is now. Aha! There you go. Fun and fascinating, interesting to call. So who's finally going to blink, or is it just going to be a case of someone thinking I'll bid last second and then not clicking on time? 46 lakhs is the resting bid for Jasprit Bumrah. We're down to the last 3 seconds. Going to the Tinkana Kings, and again UCC has come in with the bid. Let's see. Does Tinkana Kings wait the full 20 seconds this time, or do they go for a bit earlier? I think it's a case of cat and mouse. Let's see who blinks first. 2 seconds. Aha. Dinkana Kings back in here with a 48 lakh bid. I think 50 lakhs. Psychologically, also, both of them would have budgeted that much. So let's face it, 50 is probably going to be toppled, or will it? Because 2 seconds to go. No, 48 lakhs it is, and the Kings have their man. Jasprit Bumrah is going to be a member of the team, auction team of Kings, which brings me to the next player, which is also a player you might have heard of, a certain V. Kohli. Immediately, the first bid for 50 lakhs is in. Loungers then joining in for 51. Let's see. Will Virat Kohli go past Shubman Gill? I think that's the question here. In my head, should not. It's not a question of capability is just batting positions and uh, to a certain extent ability to play spin maybe nowadays. But this is still Virat Kohli, the Virat Kohli. Can he go past Shubman Gill? Do people have the money to pay for him to taking past Shubman Gill? That's also the question. Right now, if a team like Kalashnikov bid, that's half their uh, purse gone on this player. So I don't think they will. Even a few others have already depleted their purse to significant amount, which means right now launches almost. And there you go. UUCC have a lot of cash chilling around with a lot of money have come roaring in for Virat Kohli. At this stage, I should point out that UUCC also have the least amount of players picked up till now, so they do need to buy players as well. Uh, some of the others have picked up very expensive players. With that, Virat Kohli, by the way, has gone to loungers. So there you go. Virat Kohli going for 62 lakh to loungers. Two big Indian guns, one after the other. Trent Bolt coming in. Trent Bolt again, very handy in Indian conditions. Unfortunately, also very handy against Indian ICC tournament. So that's the topic we should not cover today. Trent Bolt going rapidly past the 20 lakh mark. Uh, he of course has tons of experience in India playing the IPL. Right now he plays for the Rajasthan Royals. Um, let's see how much Trent Bolt goes for. It will be surprising to me if he goes past Shine Afridi's mark of 41 or 42. He's pretty close to that already. I suspect mid to late 30s is where Trent Bolt might end up. Because remember, it is mostly the early power play overs where Bolt magic is at its peak. After that, he can go for runs as well. So this punt, this risk to get Trent Bolt into a team could backfire if he doesn't get wickets early. Trent Bolt also, by the way, is player number 49 in today's auction, which means the next player will be player number 50. But before that, we have to get past Trent Bolt. Trent Bolt already on 35 lakhs. He cracked 40. He has cracked 40. Will he crack 45? Bid with UUCC right now. Yep, it looks like there's just 5 6 seconds to go. Trent Bolt for 40 might go to UUCC. Aha! There's a last second bid coming in from KGF 11. We've taken it to 41. Last second bids are the worst because you think something has happened and then it just changes. You're twisting the tail. Bolt meanwhile 42. He actually got that money just for a fantasy auction. That will be the answer to all his problems for sure. 43 lakhs for him. 43 lakhs left in the KGF 11. Will that be the winning bid for securing the services of Trent Bolt's fantasy points? Yes, KGF 11 back Trent Bolt. That's pretty good pick, I'd say, because he gets you guaranteed number of wickets. Next up, we have Tasmin Ahmed, promising fast bowler, has bowled well in recent times, has picked up a bid as well as we speak, 1 lakh. If he starts, and he should start, I think he will probably prove to be a handful in a few years. He's been around for a while, but he's really developed his game and he's been bowling well in the last year or 2 years. Tasmin Ahmed, right now the bid with Team Kamikaze for 2 lakhs. Can he go up to 10? Can he go up to 5? Let's see. He's up to 3 already. Let's see if he can go up to 5. Yep, I think he'll probably hit 5. I'll be surprised if he hits 15 though. Tasmin Ahmed on 5 lakhs. 6 lakhs now. Closer to Closer to 10. Will he get closer to 10? I think he'll end up at 8 or 9. Let's see. Let's see. It's a good price for a young, promising fast bowler from Bangladesh. He is going to pick up the 15th place. And he has, as I speak, gone for 6 lakhs. Well done. Next up, Johnny Bairstow. Remember, he's a keeper and he's an explosive batsman. He's an extremely explosive batsman. Can he get the 25 lakh? If he goes for less than 25, I'll be shocked. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he's going to go for 35 or more. Let's see. Yep, bid going back and forth between KGF and Loungers. Right now with Loungers for 28 lakh. Ghana Kings coming back in. Remember, they have only picked up 3 players till now. There are players left for them to pick for sure. Some teams have picked up 5, some have even picked up 6 players. Some teams are still only at 3 players. Johnny Besto on 32 lakhs already. Yep, Johnny Besto on 35. Let's see who goes higher than 35. 35 is the bid right now with covers of 35, 38. 38 is the bid right now. Go to 40, so let's hit 40, 39, 40. Used to be a good batting average back in the day. Not anymore. 50 is the new 40. But is 40 the current 40 for this player? 42. We are already up to 42. He has had some injury concerns in the last year or so. Beyond 45 might be a bit of a risk. But that's just me. I'm sure the teams have their own strategies. They've done their research. Who knows? With his batting prowess, which he has shown in the IPL also in the past. Maybe he'll go north of 50. It's looking likely that he'll go north of 50. The highest purse is still with UUCC with 253. The lowest purse is with Satyam 11, who have, in fact, with Kalashnikov, who has less than half of UUCC. Wow, that's a big difference. 49 lakhs for Johnny Bairstow is almost there at 50. Yep, and with that, he has hit 50 lakhs. Johnny Bairstow has hit 50 lakhs. When he get to 55, loungers have the bid right now. And if they get this player, they'll first will drop to less than 1 lakh, less than 100 lakhs. But to prevent that from happening, Kamikaze have come back in for Bairstow at 51. In fact, at this stage, there's at least 4 teams who, if they bid for Johnny Bairstow, their remaining first will be less than 100 lakhs. I think that is going to be a factor. I'll be surprised if one of those teams now bid for Johnny Bairstow. As we speak, loungers have picked up Johnny Bairstow, which means now they're left with less than 100 lakhs in the kitty. But hey, that's a good player they picked up. You probably get a lot of points for it. Meanwhile, the next player is Sakib Zulfikar of Netherlands. Unfortunately, because of lack of familiarity, I think he might not attract a bid, but he has a chance to come back in the unsold players round. But for now, I think he'll probably have to move on from Sakib Zulfikar to the next player, which is Ravindra Jadeja, the man who can baffle you by doing nothing for a year, year and a half, and then winning you the IPL in 2 balls. That is Jaddu Magic for you. And the first bid is in for 1 lakh. Come on, folks. He's not going to go for less than 20. Is he? Probably not going to go for less than 20 because he's going to bowl 10 overs in most games. He's going to bat at least 5 or 6 times in the tournament, and he's going to score 20, 30 at least 2 or 3 times out of this. Could be more. Hopefully, not too much more as an Indian fan, but you never know. Jadeja up to 17, 18. Wake me up when he gets to 30 lakh. But the bidding is slowing down a bit. I think it's also a reflection of the fact how teams have exhausted their purse. So now they need to be a little more cautious. A little more caution has come into the bidding. More time is being taken in a lot of cases. I'm pretty sure if Jadeja had come in the first 10 players in the auction, he would have gone faster. But he has still managed to make his way up to 22, 23 lakhs. Maybe 3 lakhs? That sounds underpriced for Jadeja. I think he'll go for at least 30, 35, right? 25 for Jadeja right now. 26 lakhs. Not bad, not bad. Can he go up to 35? Can he go up to 30? The way the bidding has slowed down, I'm now thinking he might not hit 30 also. It will be a surprise for me. But let's see. He's up to 27 lakhs. 27 lakhs, final 6 seconds. Going to lounges. Aha, juggler has come in for Jadeja. Almost every team has picked up an all-rounder. No, UUCC hasn't. Maybe they'll go for Jadeja. Let's see. Lounges right now with the bid. We're down to the final 5 seconds. Bid is standing at 29. Someone will bid 30, right? Yep. Satyam 11 coming in with 30 for Ravindra Jadeja. Player number 52. Just to remind you, this is player number 52. We will be splitting this auction between today and tomorrow. Don't worry, we are not going to keep you up all night if you're watching this live. But yeah, right now the bidding is on for Ravindra Jadeja at 32 lakhs, going up to 33. Nine. There you go. I told you that you'll be surprised if Jadeja goes for like 35. But I will also be surprised if he goes for more than 50. So we are in the zone now, my zone. Let's see how much he finishes up with. 41, 42 with lounges, 2023, 42, and we have around 10 seconds to go. Is 42 going to be the answer for Jadeja? It's the answer to everything in the news. Yep, looks like it. And Ravindra Jadeja goes to lounges for 42. I think that's a pretty decent pick. Scott Edwards is the next player in the auction from the Netherlands. Again, I suspect because of lack of familiarity, he might not attract a bid, but he could make a comeback in the unsold players round. There will be, don't worry, all the players who are unsold will come back once at the end, most probably. So that's there. But right now, Scott Edwards is probably not going to pick up any bids. Oh, he has picked up a bid. What am I? He has picked up a bid from System 11. There you go. Scott Edwards is maybe a great pick after all. Remember, these 11 players, which players pick up to be a part of their team, they are going to be fixed for the entire tournament. So if a player unfortunately gets injured, that's a major blow to that team right here. But as we speak, Kasun Rajita, Sri Lankan speedster, is up for bidding. He's not attracted a bid yet, and it looks tight for him. And it's unfortunately no bids for Kasun Rajita. Who's the next player then? Player number 54, Pat Cummins, Australian ODI captain, fast bowler par excellence. He can also tonk the ball for sixes, especially against fast bowlers. He can go for runs going right well. But I suspect ODI cricket is probably better suited for him than T20 cricket, especially when it comes to bowling, which is reflected in the fact that his bid value has already jumped up to almost 25 lakhs. Let's see how much further it goes. 23 with covers off right now. 4, 5, 30. I think 30 will be it for Pat Cummins, most probably. But let's see how the bidding goes. 27 lakhs has been triggered, 28, 29 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Juggler has the bid right now, the current bid for Pat Cummins. Plays for KKR, used to play for KKR in the IPL, but pulled out last season. KKR released him. Will he be back in the IPL? Probably, but I'm not sure if he'll be back next season. Let's see. And 30 lakhs is enough and adequate for Pat Cummins to go to Juggler, which brings us to the next player, which is Abdul Rahman of Afghanistan. He's not one of the most famous Afghan players, but he's a good, promising player. But I suspect he might not pick up a bid, which is holding true. So, final 2 seconds for Abdul Rahman if someone wants to bid. Unfortunately, not his day. So, let's move forward to the next one, which is Nazmul Hussain Shanto of Bangladesh. Uh, Yep, he already has a bid in. He has showed some attacking form of late. I suspect that might be a key factor why he's getting a bid. Najmul Hussain Shanto did not, in fact, bat in the last game. He is, I think, a value pick at the right price. So the price is going to be important here. Right now, the bid is with covers of 4 lakhs. Let's see who finally gets Najmul Hussain Shanto. 5, 55 of 121. So almost at the halfway stage. Remember, this auction is going to happen roughly half today and half tomorrow. But the dynamics will be different because today everybody had a fresh purse. Tomorrow the purses will resume. So teams who have more to spend will probably go harder. Teams who have less to spend may think more, be more strategic about it. 12 lakh, no, up to almost 12 lakh, 11 lakh has already been triggered for Najmul Hussain. So I'm curious because I would not have initially figured that he would go for more than 8, 9. The fact that he's almost hitting 15 tells me there's something in Shanto which others see, which maybe I'm not aware of. If you are watching this and if you are aware, please do let us know in the comments. If you're a Bangladeshi fan, you're probably very happy. Uh, okay, talking of Bangladesh, we still have players like Shakib yet to come. Unfortunately, no coming to the separate story. Nazmul Hussain Shanto has hit 15. Right now, the current bid is with Team UUCC. Let's see who finally gets this player. It covers off then for 16 lakhs. Remember, Loungers has now spent after initially not spending a lot. They have now jumped in, spent a lot, and they have spent most of the purse. In fact, they still need to pick up 4 players in 51 lakhs. They, I suspect, are going to be pretty guarded in how they purchase remaining players. Which brings me to Joe Root. I think this is going to be a useful pick because he's going to bat. He's going to bowl a lot in India. He has the knack of taking wickets, and he's of course steady as a root rock, like a rooted tree. To keep that one in there. Let's see how much Joe Root can go for. 25 to 30, I suspect is the bare minimum, but I'll be surprised if he goes beyond 45. So let's see. As we speak, Joe Root's value has already bid value has already gone past 25. It's approaching 30. Has hit no, not yet. 29 is the bid. Aha, 30 team kamikaze. Let's see. At this point, all teams except for UUCC are well under 200 lakhs in terms of how much money they have left to spend. Most are around the 150-ish mark. UCC in a class of its own with 253 lakhs still to spend. And they still have to get 8 players in the back. Which means, of course, that they can afford to spend 40 lakhs a player from here on. No, not 40 lakhs. 30 lakhs a player from here on. Joe Root, meanwhile, has gone past 40, is approaching 45 lakhs. Let's see. 47 lakhs for Joe Root. Wow, is he going to crack 50 lakhs? Let's see. Certainly shaping up like that. He has cracked 50. No, come on. Nobody's going to go for 55, surely, for Joe Root. Or are they? Joe for 55. You never know. You never know. He could have, in just like Shakibul Hassan, Joe Root in a month and a half could be walking out from the tournament with 500 runs and 10, 15 wickets. Could well happen. In which case, he would be the most valuable pick in the tournament. So there's that. I suspect that might be a driving factor for Joe Root's value to have shuffled this side. He's a good batsman. Someone like Shubman Gill has gone for 65. So why can't Joe Root go for almost that much when he is also going to get you wickets? He is going to get you wickets. The question is how many wickets? Because he is going to bowl in India. If they feel that the balance of the side is a little under issue, or if Moeen Ali picks up in the day, Joe Root is definitely going to go left alongside Adil Rashid. With that, Joe Root has finally been sold to Team Kamikaze, and which brings us to Imamul Haq. Uh, he is related to Imamul Haq, but more importantly, he has shown enough caliber to be an opening batter of some repute. Will he attract a bid? He has. So he's definitely going to get picked up. Right now, the bid is with Team Juggler for covers of for 3 lakhs. Let's see how much Imamul Haq goes for. He's already crossed 8 lakhs. He's on 10 lakhs already. 11 lakhs. 12 lakhs for Imamul Haq. You and I watch this and go through this. He's probably chilling in his hotel in Hyderabad. Pakistan had a match yesterday. I suspect they have a match tomorrow, but they are playing most of the matches. We are almost at the halfway point, which means we are almost at the end of the auction for the day. But before all of that, let's see how much Imamul Haq goes for. I'm very curious to see. I hadn't factored in that he would be going for this much. But clearly, the fact that he opens and ODI cricket is more suited to him than T20 cricket, where he doesn't actually get a chance for Pakistan, means that he is probably going to score 1 to 2 centuries at least this World Cup. Even Pakistan will also be facing sides with lesser bowling attack, and that is good fantasy points. Those are good fantasy points right there. But he's going up to 30 almost 30. This is player number 57. Remember, player number 57. Let's see how much Imamul Haq. 33 lakhs for Imamul Haq. It's a little crazy. This is beyond my comprehension, to be honest. It's not at all a comment on his competence as a backer. It's just that given the dynamics of this auction, is he really worth those many fantasy points? Yep, with that, Imamul Haq has concluded, and we are on to Noor Ahmed. But that is the point at which we will pause the auction for today. If you joined us uh, for watching this, thank you so much. I'll give you a quick overview. When the auction picks up tomorrow, teams will resume from this point, meaning the first player in the auction will be Noor Ahmed. Uh, the various team compositions, as you see right now, Ongol Bulls have picked up 6 players. They still have half their kitty to go. NKS has picked up 5 players, has more than half their kitty to go. That sounds reasonable. Dinkana Kings have picked up 3 players, but they have only half their kitty to go. So they need to do some budget marketing right there. Team Kamikaze has picked up 7 players, but they have almost half their first to go. So that sounds pretty okay. KGF 11 have picked up 3 players and they have a little less than 200. So could be a stretch, but should be okay. Loungers have more or less done their shopping today. They have only 51 lakh in the kitty, but they still have to pick up 4 players. Covers up has picked up 6 players, so they need to buy 5 players from a total of 117 lakhs still remaining with them. Juggler has 165 lakhs. They got off the block selfie late, but they picked up afterwards. They still need to pick up 5 more players. Uh, Satyam 11 has 130 lakhs to spend. They need to pick up 5 players. Kalashnikov has 123 lakhs to spend, but they have to buy 6 players. And lastly, but not the least, the mega spenders of tomorrow, Team UUCC, because they have 253 lakhs still to spend. They also have 8 players left to buy. So clearly, they'll be pushing the dynamics tomorrow. But that's tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. But before that, let me just remind you that you can also participate in this and have a lot of fun. You need to log into Crick Battle. You can form your teams. You can pick a price slot which works for you. You need not compete with the world out there. You can get your friends, your colleagues, your relatives, and you can all have a great time on Crick Battle. Remember, it's not your standard fantasy. There's draft form of fantasy. There's fantasy auction, which you are just watching. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If Hindi works for you, hopefully आपको अच्छा लगा हो. नियम मैंने पहले भी समझाए हैं. आज तो नहीं, कल मैं फिर से समझाऊंगा. तो मेक श्योर कि आप इस वीडियो को रिवाइंड करके देखें या कल हमारे साथ जुड़े. We'll explain the rules once again so you can enjoy this option. Again, that's it for today. That's it for tonight. It's been a pretty uh, hectic auction for those involved. We'll see you tomorrow. Till that time, take good care. Good night. We'll see you around.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, brother, for your service. It was so amazing experience, with especially with your commentary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.